Hey y'all, Lex50 here. I promised you a final walk around of the car. This is my garage paint job, finished product. I know in the initial video I said I was going to wet sand and buff it all. I wet sand and buffed a little section in the back, about 2 by 2, 2 foot by 2 foot. It looks horrible. I put some scratches in the paint. I know you can get them out, but it just freaked me out, so I'm not going to do that. Whoever buys it next can wet sand and buff. Plus, it would take too much time. I've already spent way too much time on this project, but anyway, we're going to do the final walk around and just show you the paint job for a garage paint job, first time, everything. All right. So this is how it finished up. You can see this grill insert. That's the actual plastic dip that was on the car. So the whole car was black like that. Well, at one point it was, then it had been half kind of peeled off when I got it. The hood came out with a little more orange peel than I wanted, and on the edges it's thicker. I'm not sure why. From about 10 feet away, this car looks great. I'll put it at that. I think up close you get some interesting things happening. You can see, so there was a dent there, and you can see where I did Bondo, and you can see the outline, and it's odd because I don't know what causes that, because I watched all these videos on YouTube. I'm not professional by any means, but I watched all these videos on YouTube, and it shows you just painting straight over the Bondo. So you Bondo it, and then you throw like an extra coat of paint over it, and it hides it. The paint looks normal, except there's a ring, which you can kind of see in the right angle. There's a ring around where I Bondoed, and it doesn't make any sense. There's no texture to it, but for some reason, I'm sure a professional painter can tell me what I did wrong, but things like that up close, like I said, it's an 87 Mustang. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect, but for what I did, I'm very happy with it. I think it looks great for a garage paint job. I painted the spoiler and the hood separate, and then I did the body, at once, but I'm very impressed with it. There's still orange peel. There's some dents and things that I didn't notice. I did a lot of body work on this car, but obviously I didn't get it all. But that's just, I couldn't see it with my naked eye. It showed up once I did the base coat and clear. There's little, it's kind of dusty already, but you can see these little imperfections. I think I could have got rid of a lot of those. I think wet sanding will take care of some of them. But I think if I had maybe mopped the floor down, let's say to wet the floor down, if I'd have just taken more steps to stop dust. But this isn't a show car by any means. It's a $5,000 Mustang, so for what's in it, I'm very pleased with it. Anybody except somebody that walks up close to the car is gonna think it looks great, in my opinion. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it already. So this is the final product, like I said, for garage paint job. Tune in. I'll keep doing little projects like this, try and give pointers from my experience from an actual first time, not a professional. A lot of the stuff I say is probably wrong, but it might help you. It's do as I say, not as I do, maybe. Or maybe don't do as I say either, but that's it. I tell you what, I pointed out a lot. I like to point out the mistakes in here to show where to learn from, but I'll point out something I actually did right, which I'm very impressed with. If you'll look at this fender, it looks factory from everything I can tell, but there was rust right through here, and I actually cut the metal out, and I got a piece of, I think 16 gauge or 18 gauge, I can't remember, maybe 16 gauge, and bent it myself just with a hammer and the edge of my tool chest. And I was able to weld that in there, Bondo over it, and put it back. And to me, I can see a small little dimple now that I actually stare at it, but this is under really strong lighting. I'm actually very impressed with that, so that turned out well. But yeah, but there's lots of other things I did wrong, but for my money, well worth it. Well worth it to do it at home.